Hi, I'm LDS in Medium, and thank you so much for tuning in today. I want to try to bring religion and spirituality closer together, and this is what this pod is all about. I will talk about my own thoughts and feelings as I am both LDS and have spiritual gifts, something that I've had my whole life, but I always thought that it was hard to combine these gifts with my religion. This has torn me into two directions, and I have talked to many people who feel the same way. I can't choose not to have my spiritual gifts, but I can choose how I use them. And I always want to use them for good and to help others. I believe my heavenly parents gave them to me for a reason. So, this is me. Join my quest for knowledge.
This is episode 2, Chris Duncan, Magnetic Mind.
I can name a couple that are my limiting beliefs, and let's talk about that and how it affects us in our life.
Listening to that, I just have this big old grin on my face. There's some of them that I relate to and that I know that I've lived by. But let's face it, think about it. How many of the children that are born with limiting beliefs? Look at a child. If you see a small child, everything is possible. They're endless. They're so filled of possibilities and they know they can accomplish anything they want. So what is it that starts to take that spirit and take that knowledge away from us? Well, for most part, it starts when we're young, and it starts in our family. One of my biggest limiting beliefs is, or was, I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy of being loved. I know where it came from. I know at what time and what age I got that limiting belief. But it took me to last year to really understand where it came from and to start working on it. And for me, that has been my biggest challenge, to understand it. That is just a lie that I told myself in order to survive. What are some of your limiting beliefs that you've grown up with or that you've achieved over the years?
Collected over the years, maybe. Well, first, I won't let you off so easy. I wanted to know, how did you find out about this? Because this limiting belief that you had, how did you find out what was the root cause of it? Because it has been subconscious all of these years. And so just talk a little bit more about it, please. And how did you find out what was your limiting belief?
Well, I have this point in the back that hurts, really hurts. And it hurts every time I'm sad, upset, or stressed. I've had it forever. I can't remember a time when I didn't have my pain in the back. And at my applied kinesiology class, we muscle tested and someone worked on that muscle pain point. And we started asking the body questions, and it turned out that I got it around the age of 3. And I started thinking what happened in my life at the age of 3, and the only major thing that happened was that you were born. And I was thinking, what does my pain point have got to do with you being born? And so I do a lot of different things on YouTube, but I like Marissa Peer. She has self-hypnosis sessions that you can watch and do. And I did a regression therapy that she had on YouTube. And on that, it took me back to when I was little. And the thing was that when I was not even 2 years old, my mom had a child and he was born in November and he died. She never got to see him. She never got to hold him. He was sick when he came out and he was blue. His diaphragm was broken, and so they just rushed him away. And imagine having a child you never got to see, and then you got home. And I was there greeting her, and I turned 2 in December, so I was not even 2 years old. And to see that loss and that sorrow and sadness on my mother's face, and nothing I could do would make her happy. As an adult, I can understand the pain she was going through. But as a child, the only thing I felt was that she doesn't love me. I'm not worthy of being loved. I'm not enough for her. And that limiting belief has been in me, and it has defined most of my adult life, or my life since then, actually. In everything I've done, I've felt this I'm not worthy, I'm not enough feeling. Now it's so easy to look back and see the pattern, but I needed to understand the root cause of it, and I needed to greet that child and to make that child understand that this is not on you. It's just a pain. It's the suffering from losing a child. It has nothing to do with you. And then a year later, you were born and you were well. And after losing a child, Mom was really happy about having a healthy child. which meant that you came and you were enough to make her happy. Which is probably why I've always felt a slight sense of rivalry between us. Because for me, I wasn't worthy, I wasn't lovable. But then you came and you could make mom happy, you could make her smile, you could make her love again. And it's hard for a 2 or 3 year old girl to live in that, deception of mind, because that's what it is. It's not true. Mom didn't love me any less. She was in pain, she was sad. But as a child, I couldn't understand that. And so I've lived my entire life in the shadow of that. Can I say that? So that was my huge limiting belief in my life.
So let's just say that our relationship is a lot better now as adults and as we got this out of the way than it was when we were younger. So here comes some of my limiting beliefs. Money burns a hole in my pocket. That was actually something that my father said to me growing up, because when I got money, I spent it. But up until this day, I've gotten a little better, but money comes in every month and the money goes out every month. And so I get it, I spend it. Here's another one. I can only support my family doing boring, low-paid, repetitive jobs. That's been true for quite a while. And now, as I become aware of it, I'm working on changing that one. Here are 2 others. I don't have enough time to do the things that I love, which means I don't have time because of my boring, repetitive job to do things that I love that can actually maybe change my life for the better. I am messy, not organized. Well, I am a creative person, and this is something that I fight against daily. I have a very hard time at throwing things away, which is something that goes in our family. So I'm thinking that it's probably an ancestral thing and not just placed on each and every one of us, since a lot of us have problem with this. Oh, here's another one when it comes to my health. Losing weight takes time, is hard, or you starve, and I don't have time to put in the effort to lose weight. So this is also something that I'm going to work with this year. And I've actually realized that it's a lie. So some solutions to this might be, find a way you love to work out. Like, I really love dancing, and I know that you do too. So maybe your workout should include music and dance and not push-ups and other things that you don't like, or going to the gym. Don't starve yourself, find a diet that works. I've done that, did some research, and it's going really well. Find a job, a career that you love, and find a time. But a lot of these self-limiting beliefs, since they're in the subconscious, you might need some help identifying them, because the first thing that you need to become is aware of them. And you can also ask your friends and your family if you can count on an honest opinion, and try to investigate a little bit. What are some of your self-limiting beliefs? Because they might not be very apparent to you.
I think you can learn a lot by looking at patterns in your life. For me, I've seen patterns about trying to be loved and finding love, and as soon as someone loves me, then it's like, oh, they're stupid because they love me, and so I've broken it off. That's with ex-boyfriends or friends or whatever. It's just been a pattern in my life that I long for love, and once I get it, I discard of it because I don't feel lovable. And so look for patterns in your life. What kind of patterns do you have? Is it in regard to health? Is it in regards to money? Is it in regards to relationships in your life? Where are those patterns, and what does it tell about you?
This is my journey. Thank you so much for keeping me company today. Please download, like, share, and subscribe, and help spread the light and spread the word to expand our community. Let's bring more love, peace, and unity to this world. Take care of yourself and your loved ones. Always be grateful, kind, and loving. Be brave and remember to step out of your comfort zone and smile. If you support us on Patreon, you will get access to our meditations and extra materials so you can download them as MP3. Also, we now have a Facebook group, which you can access from our Facebook community. Please answer the questions as you apply to participate. It will be a safe haven where we can keep discussing religion and spirituality, our spiritual gifts, and self-development. Remember, one person can make a difference, but together we can change the world.